A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to English class. We were in the lesson number 4 from Vista. The name of the lesson is The Enemy, which was written by Pearl S. Buck. Now we are going to start the third part of the lesson with a new paragraph. Here it goes. In the convention of her own superiority, she bent impulsively and united the knotted rugs that kept the white man covered. When she had his breast bare, she dipped the small clean towel that Yumi had brought into the steaming hot water and washed his face carefully. The man's skin, though rough with exposure, was of fine texture and must have been very blonde when he was a child. In this paragraph, the difficult words you will find here. Conviction means what? Firm belief. Impulsively means what? To do something suddenly without thinking. Rugs means blanket blonde of light color. Here in this paragraph, it explains in this way that Hannah was full of anger at the refusal by the maid. Yumi, with that without thinking, she opened the blanket in which the man was injured. His chest was bare. Hannah took a small clean towel and dipped it in a steaming hot water and washed his face. Man's skin was rough due to being exposed to the sun, but it had a good texture and he must have been very fair as a child. Now the next paragraph, we will go through the next paragraph. Now goes. While she was thinking these thoughts, though not really liking the man better now, but that he was no longer a child, she kept on washing him until his upper body was quite clean. But she dared not turn him over. Where was Sadao? Now her anger was ebbing, and she was anxious again, and she rose, wiping her hands on the wrong towel. Then rest the man be chilled. She put the quilt over him. Ebbing means what? Decreasing gradually. Rose means what? Stood up. Your chilled means what? Your freeze due to cold weather. In this paragraph, it explains in this way that Hannah kept on cleaning the man's upper body and she had these thoughts. She didn't like the man as he was not a child anymore. She did not have the courage to turn him over and thought of Sadao. Her anger was decreasing and she started becoming restless. Then she stood up and wiped her hands with the wrong towel as she did not want the man to freeze due to the cold weather. She put the quilt on him. Now, Sadao, she called softly. He had been about to come in when she called. His aunt had been on the door and now he opened it. She saw that he had brought his surgeon's emergency bag and that was his surgeon's coat. In this paragraph, it explains it in this way that Hannah called out to Sadao softly. He had been on the door when she called him. He opened the door. Hannah saw that Sadao was carrying his surgeon's emergency bag and she was wearing surgeon's coat. He was prepared to operate upon the injured man. Yes, you have decided to operate, she cried. Yes, he said shortly. He turned his back to her and unfolded a sterilized towel upon the floor of the Tokonoma cloth and put his instruments out upon it. Here, sterilized means what? Disinfected. Tokonoma cloth means the word toko literally means floor or bed. Ma means space or room. In English, tokonoma is usually called a clove. It is a part of a room where things are displayed in a Japanese home for displaying a flower arrangement, kekimono or other piece of art. In this paragraph, this paragraph is meant like that Hannah asked Sadao that he decided to operate the man. as we know, that is Sadao replied that he had decided to operate him. He turned his back to Hannah as he did not want her to object to his decision. Sadao started his work. He opened a sterilized towel on the floor of the tokonoma, a glove, and placed his surgical instruments on it. Fetch towels, he said. Sadao asked Anna to get some towels. She went obediently, but how anxious now, to the linen shelves and took out the towels. There ought also to be old pieces of matting so that the blood would not ruin the fine floor covering. She went out to the back veranda where the gardener kept strips of matting with which to protect delicate shrubs on cold nights and took an armful of them. In this paragraph, it explains in this way that Hannah obeyed Sadao and went out to get the towels. She was curious as Sadao was operating upon the injured man. She thought that the blood from his wounds could stain the fine mats which covered the floor of the room. So she got some rough mats from the backyard which were used by the gardener to cover the delicate shrubs from the cold weather. But when she went back to the room, she saw that this was useless. The blood had already soaked them through the packing in the man's wound and ruined the mat under him. So in these lines it says that by the time Hannah reached the room, she saw that blood had flowed through the bandage on the man's wound and had stained the mat beneath him. Her effort was futile. Oh, the mat, she cried. Yes, it is ruined, Sadao replied, as though he did not care. Help me to turn him, he commanded her. She obeyed him without a word and she began to wash the man's back carefully. So, what happened? On seeing the stained mat, Hannah cried that the mat had been spoiled. Sadao agreed that the mat had been ruined in such a manner which indicated that he was not bothered by it. Sadao ordered Hannah to help him turn the mat over. She obeyed him and then Sadao started washing his back. Yumi would not wash him, she said. Did you wash him then? Sadao asked, not stopping for a moment his swift, concise movements. Yes, she said. He did not seem to hear her, but she was used to his observation when he was at work. She considered for a moment if it mattered to him what was the body upon which he worked so long as it was for the work he did so excellently. So concise means what? Short. In this paragraph it says that Hannah told Sadao that Yumi had refused to wash the injured man. Sadao asked her that did she wash him? He did not stop cleaning him. He made fast small movements of his hands as she cleaned him carefully. Sadao was engrossed in work and did not seem to hear Hannah. Hannah wondered that Sadao was not bothered who the injured man was. He was only concerned in performing his work well. You will have to give the anesthetic if he needs it, he said. I, she repeated blankly, but never have I. He was taking out of the packing now, and the blood began to flow more quickly. He peered into the wound with the bright surgeon's light fastened on his forehead. The bullet is still there, he said with cool interest. Now I wonder how deep this rock wound is. If it is not too deep, it may be that I can get the bullet. But the bleeding is not superficial. He has lost much blood. Anesthetic means what? A substance that induces insensitivity to pain. Superficial means existing or occurring on the surface. In this paragraph, it says that Sadao told Hannah that she would have to inject the injured man with a substance that induces insensitivity to pain. Hannah replied that she had never done that before. Sadao said in a very haste that it was very easy. Sadao was removing the packing and now the blood started flowing faster. He looked at the wound with the help of the bright surgeon light fixed on his forehead. He announced that the bullet was inside the man's body. He wondered that how deep the wound made by the rock was. He said that if the wound was not very deep, then he could get the bullet out. He added that the bleeding was not from the surface of the skin, which meant that the wound was deep and the man had already lost a lot of blood. At this moment, Hannah choked, looked up, and saw her face the color of sulfur. So her face the color of sulfur here means that sulfur is a yellow colored element. The close means that her face become pale, yellowish in color. In this paragraph, it says that this line, when Hannah saw Sadao inspecting the wound, she could not see the sight and so she coughed. Sadao looked at her and saw that her face was yellowish in color like the color of sulfur. Don't faint, he said sharply. He did not put down his exploring instrument. If I stop now, the man will surely die. She clapped her hands to her mouth and leaped up and ran out of the room. Outside in the garden, he heard her retching. But he went on with his work. Leaped means jumped. Retching means what? Vomiting. So what happened? Sadao reacted and ordered Hannah not to faint. He did not stop his work and continued inspecting the wound. Sadao said that if he stopped, the injured man would certainly die. Hannah put both her hands on her mouth, jumped up, and ran out of the room. Sadao heard her vomiting in the garden, but he continued with his work. It will be better for her to empty her stomach, he thought. He had forgotten that, of course, she had never seen an operation, but her distress and his inability to go to her at once made him impatient and irritable with this man who lay like dead under his knife. So, in this paragraph, what happened? That Sadao needed Hannah's help to operate the man, obviously. He thought that it would be very better for her to empty her stomach so that she would not feel uneasy time again and again. He was reminded that Hannah was seeing an operation for the first time and it was not a pleasant thing to see. Sada was irritated and impatient as his wife was under stress and he was not able to help her due to the man who lay under his knife. He was just like a dead man. Next line. This man, he thought, there is no reason under heaven why he should leave. So Sadao thought that there was no reason for him to make effort to save the man because there was no reason for him to leave. Unconsciously, this thought made him ruthless and he proceeded swiftly. In his dream, the man mourned, but Sadao paid no heed except to mutter at him. Here, ruthless means harsh and merciless. Mourned means what? Made low, soft sounds due to pain. Paid no heed means what? Did not pay attention to. Here, Sadao became merciless and started working fast. The injured man moaned in his state of unconsciousness, but Sadao kept on working without paying attention to the man's pain. Groan, he muttered. Groan if you like. I am not doing this for my own pleasure. In fact, I do not know why I am doing it. Sada said to the injured man that he was free to cry in pain. Sada was not concerned that the man was in pain. He did not want to operate him and did not have any reason for doing so. The door opened. There was Hannah again. Where is the anesthetic? She asked in a clear voice. Sadav mentioned with his chin, it is as well that you came back, he said. This fellow, beginning to stare. She had a bottle and some cotton in her hand. But how shall I do it? She asked. Simply saturate the cotton and hold it near his nostrils. Nostrils. Sadao replied without delaying for one moment the intricate detail of his work. When he breathes badly, move it away a little. Here, beginning to stare means what? The gaining consciousness. Saturate means what? Wet. Here, Hannah entered the room and asked Sadao for the anesthetic which she had to administer to the injured man. Her voice was clear, which shows that now she was prepared to help him. Sadao moved his chin to guide her to the bottle of anesthetic. He added that it was good that she came as the man had started to gain conscious and it was important to sedate him. Hannah held the bottle and some cotton in her hands and she asked what she was supposed to do. He told her to put some anesthetic on the cotton and to place the cotton near the man's nostril. He did not stop his delicate work and added that she would remove the cotton when man started to breathe badly. Here, cable means thick rope and slag means what? To reduce. Shed means removed. Panic means fear. Seized means what? Gripped. Here, William tried to ward the fear that unable to get rid of. Finally, the month of October, he hired an sorry. Sorry. Hannah sat in a squat and went close to the face of the sleeping American man. She felt sad and sympathetic towards him as she saw his thin face and twisted lips. She knew that he was suffering and she wondered whether the stories that she had heard about the torture meted out to the prisoners were true. Stories were like rumors which spread when the people told them to others. On the other hand, in the printed media like newspaper, it was mentioned that that the Japanese army was welcomed whatever it went. People praised it for their freedom. Hannah recalled an officer of the Japanese army, General Takima, who was cruel to his wife and would beat her, and no one talked about it anymore as he had won the war in Manchuria. Hannah thought that if a man could be very cruel towards his wife, then he could also be cruel to the prisoners in his captivity. Here, in this paragraph, scars means what? Marks. So Hannah hoped that the man had been tortured by the army. Just then she saw deep colored marks, injury marks on his neck under the ear. Hannah mentioned the scars to Sadao and asked about them. Sadao did not answer at that moment. The tip of his instrument hit something hard, the bullet. It was very close to the kidney. Sadao was not thinking of anything else. He was happy to have finally found the bullet. He moved his fingers inside the wound. Sada was familiar with his tiniest part of the human body. His professor of anatomy in America had told them that if a surgeon ignored the knowledge of any part of the body, it was the first misdeed that he had committed. To operate upon a body without detailed knowledge of it, as much as the person who makes it has would amount to committing murder of that body. Sadau's professor would repeat these words in his class often. So this page it explains in this way that Sadao spoke to the injured man. He said that bullet had just missed his kidney. When Sadao would get engrossed in the operation, he would start talking to the patient. He addressed that patient as my friend. He called the injured man also my friend. He forgot that this man was not a friend but an enemy. Here in this paragraph, you will find the difficult words. Precise means what? Accurate. Incisions means surgical cuts. Cured means what? Shivered or trembled. Muttered means what? Spoke. So Sada was quick and he made a few surgical cuts on the body and removed the bullet. The man trembled in pain but remained unconscious. He spoke a few words in English which were an expression of the pain that he was experiencing. Your guts means what? Informal word for bravery and determination. Profound means what? Very great or intense. Pulse means what? Heartbeat, or feeble means what? Weak. So what happened in the next paragraph here? The injured man choked and said, "Guts, they got my guts." He meant that he was brave and courageous, and the Japanese army would have a rough time while punishing him. Upon hearing him, Hannah cried out to Sadao. Sadao hushed her to keep quiet. The man became so quiet that Sadao held his wrist to check his heartbeat. He was checking if the man was still alive. His pulse was there, although it was very weak. Sadao thought that it was enough for a man who had decided to leave. There was still hope that man would survive. So next, Sadao was sure that he did not want the man to leave. Vival in this line is what? A small container, typically cylindrically and made of glass, used especially for holding liquid medicines. Hypodermic means what? Needle or syringe or injection. Thirst means what? Pushed. Fluttered means what? Trembled. So here Sadao stopped Hannah from administering anesthetic. He turned quickly and chose a small bottle from the medicine. He filled a syringe with the medicine and pushed the vaccine into the man's left arm. Sadao placed the needle down and held man's wrist. The pulse shivered once or twice and then improved. So, we will continue this same lesson in next class also, next video. Until then, keep watching, keep practicing. Bye.